but there's going to be a little bit of rain coming up soon on
exciting.
Friday, Mary. So that's a little exciting. And I also got the note to wear black today.
I
so
know. Here we go. We're
connected.
psychic already. Exactly. Thanks so much, Pablo. We'll see you in a little bit. Our top story this morning, Palm Springs has fulfilled its settlement payment to Section 14 survivors. The city announced Tuesday that it has transferred $5.9 million to the group's legal representatives after a decades-long controversy. The city agreed to the financial commitment in November of last year to descendants and survivors. This after several minority families living in the downtown Palm Springs area in the 1950s and 60s were forcibly removed from their homes. Those houses were then destroyed as the area was redeveloped. The settlement also includes $20 million in affordable housing programs over the next decade, prioritizing Section 14 families. And the city says it also remains committed to building a public memorial and future park to honor the victims as well. Greater Palm Springs Pride is fast approaching, scheduled to kick off on November 6th. Last year, more than 140,000 people attended. And with all those people come medical emergencies that the Pride organization wants to be ready to handle. They're looking for volunteers from the medical field and members of the community with CPR certification. Jim Lecklider is the first aid coordinator.
Right now, more than ever, I could use your help. I have 3 events coming up between now and Palm Springs Pride, November 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. If you are a nurse, paramedic, EMT, or anyone with CPR certification, I need you to help me. Go to NBCPalmSprings.com for more information and to sign up to be a medical and first aid volunteer.
Well, if you'd like to volunteer, we made it quite easy for you. You can just go to NBCPalmSprings.com and click on our newsroom tab. There's a link right there that'll take you to the volunteer sign-up application. The deadline to sign up is November 3rd. NBC Palm Springs is a proud sponsor of Greater Palm Springs Pride. Well, Palm Springs residents will have the chance to ask their burning questions and have their voices heard at a mayor town hall meeting tonight. It's scheduled for 5:30 this evening at City Hall and will be led by Mayor Ron DeHart. He will share plans for the future of the city as well as answer questions from the community. No prior registration is required and it's open to all residents. Well, it's a big week here in the Valley and at Acrisure Arena. The Firebirds are holding their home opener game on Friday. They'll be going head-to-head against the San Diego Gulls. Puck drops at 7. Then on Saturday, they'll be at home against the Colorado Eagles. We'll have all your coverage leading up to the game for you. Yesterday, our sports team was out at Spotlight 29 Casino with the team for a meet and greet. And tonight, there'll be a burgers and beer pop-up event. And Thursday, there'll be a special event at Acrisure Arena Plaza where you can get swag bags with a purchase of a ticket. Then the big day is Friday. Our team will be out there live on game day all evening long on Friday. And of course, you can also watch the game itself on My Firebirds TV. That's KPSE. That's our sister station. That channel guide is right here on your screen. So tons of stuff to do in the Valley. Get fired up for Friday. And of course, we're going to speak with the Firebirds a little bit later on in our broadcast this morning. Last night, the city of Indio celebrated National Night Out, where the police department held a community event to build relationships and promote public safety. NBC Palm Springs' Brett Rosen has that story for us.
Here in Indio, just outside the center stage, where this National Night Out will happen. And when I spoke with local law enforcement earlier, they tell me that yes, tonight is about getting to know the community, but because of the different demonstrations, it's also about education as well.
The event will start at 6 o'clock. We'll run until 8:30.
That's Officer Joel Osmond with the Indio Police Department talking about the National Night Out event happening at the center stage in Indio. Osmond says the reason this event is so important is because it brings the community together.
The event is a family-friendly, community-focused event where you can not only connect with your local law enforcement, but this year we have over 50 community partners that you can connect with and see what they have to offer here in the community.
During the National Night Out, multiple local food vendors will be set up as well, giving special opportunities to different businesses who want to get their name out there.
The city puts the effort to want to, put these events together to make our city thrive, then we got to put that same amount of effort into, all playing our part.
Officer Osmond says there will be multiple police demonstrations as well, one of which being a wrecked car, showing the dangers of impaired driving.
It's an amazing thing to be able to actually show somebody a vehicle that was involved in a traffic collision and hit it home, right? Hit it home on what the driver went through, what the passengers went through, and be able to educate in that way.
Getting to know the community and education, both the biggest things about tonight's National Night Out, according to local law enforcement. Here in Indio, I'm Brett Rosen, NBC Palm Springs.
And let's take a live look now from our Agua Caliente casino camera in Palm Springs. What a gorgeous morning out there, Pablo.
It was gorgeous, and like you mentioned, it's so nice and cool, but you still don't need a sweater, so you could just really enjoy that temperatures going down. Just a beautiful, beautiful morning. And if you see the current temperatures as we take a look outside, 74 degrees in Palm Springs, 0 inches of rain. We're not going to see that till a little bit later on. I'll talk about that in a bit. But let's talk about the hourly temperatures right now. If you're going for your morning walk, of course, watch us first, but then get your exercise. 70 degrees at 7 a.m. Then it's going to slowly start heating up all the way until 10 a.m. It should still be below 80. At 3 p.m., 95 degrees should be the peak high for the day in the Palm Springs area. You also saw the dew points. Now, high temperatures on the day here. You're going to see nearly 100 degrees in Rancho Mirage at 98, Thousand Palms at 96. So, yes, it's still not time for all the temperatures to go down, but slowly they're going to start going down for the next several months. Idlewild with high temperatures of 85 degrees and Cabazon with a high of just 90 degrees. Now, our 3-day comfort air forecast, this is what I mentioned. We're going to start seeing a little bit of rain because of a low pressure system that's kind of bringing moisture to the area. On Wednesday, still absolutely no clouds, but on Thursday, you're going to see a little bit of rain, about 20% chance of rain, very, very little rain. On Friday, about a 40% chance of rain, but still both days combined, you're not going to see more than a 1/4 inch of rain in our area. Up in the mountains, maybe some more rain, but I'll have a full breakdown in the full weathercast coming up a bit later. Back to Mary.
All right, Pablo, thanks so much for that update. Well, as the government shutdown enters its second week, growing delays at airports are bringing the everyday effects into focus. Democrats insist there will be no deal to reopen the government unless Republicans negotiate over health care needs, and they have a surprising new ally from the right. President Trump is floating the idea of not giving furloughed federal workers back pay when the government reopens. NBC's Alice Barr has the very latest.
More than a week into the federal government shutdown, real-world impacts are beginning to take hold, like this Georgia farmers market losing access to a now paused program that doubled SNAP food benefits for low-income families who rely on it.
Stretch their budgets to get more vegetables into their kids' diet.
While across the country, travelers starting to see delays pile up at a growing number of major airports because of staffing shortages. Air traffic controllers, already in short supply, have to work without pay in a shutdown, and some are calling out sick amid shutdown stress.
We've got houses, mortgages, car payments. They have to put food on the table. They're concerned they might not get a paycheck.
And while the controllers union is adamant there is no organized sick out.
Absolutely not.
A TSA local union president in Atlanta acknowledges some TSA agents had to work other jobs during the last extended shutdown.
Some of them did elect to do like Uber, DoorDash. Federal employees are feeling like pawns right now.
Hundreds of thousands more federal workers are home on furlough. And now President Trump is suggesting they might not receive back pay, despite a federal law that mandates it.
For the most part, we're going to take care of our people. There are some people that really don't deserve to be taken care of, and we'll take care of them in a different way.
Democrats vowing to fight that move while holding firm that health care provisions have to be part of a deal to reopen the government. Outspoken conservative Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene now agreeing, saying that without extended Obamacare subsidies, her adult children's insurance premiums will double. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
Well, those airport delays that Alice just mentioned will impact things here at home. We do have good news, though, on that end. The Palm Springs International Airport took to social media Tuesday informing the public that at this time, PSP remains fully operational with no impacts to flights or services. They're saying that TSA officers and air traffic controllers remain on duty, but mentioned that if that changes, they will update the community right away. They ended up by saying it's always good practice to check with your airliner directly for up-to-date flight information. We checked this morning before our broadcast, and only one of 16 flights listed for departure today was delayed. Well, one airport here in the state of California that has been impacted is Hollywood Burbank Airport. On Monday, there were no air traffic controllers working there, leading to widespread delays and cancellations. The FAA said the average departure delay was upward to over 2 hours long. Thankfully, today workers have returned and flights were leaving on time by the end of the day on Tuesday. Well, we're learning more about the Highway 50 helicopter crash near Sacramento on Monday. NBC's Dana Griffin tells the story of brave drivers who rushed to help those in the helicopter, even lifting the helicopter to free a victim. Take a look.
The moment before impact. This medical helicopter comes crashing down Monday night on a busy Sacramento highway. The pilot, nurse, and paramedic ejected from the aircraft, officials say.
I have 3 victims still conscious.
One victim pinned underneath.
We held it for several minutes so the first responder could get the person out.
Video shows a heroic effort as several bystanders jump in to help.
And how were they able to get the helicopter off this woman?
Speaking to that captain, he said it took every ounce of effort from about 15 people to push that helicopter.
Luckily, the pilot managed to avoid hitting any drivers and there was no fire. Some Airbus EC-130 models have crash-resistant fuel tanks designed to prevent fires.
This situation could have been so much worse.
Officials say all 3 victims are expected to survive. And in this heart-stopping moment, gratitude for the bystanders turned heroes. Dana Griffin, NBC News.
Well, it's time now for Where in the Valley, where we show you a photo of a location somewhere in the Coachella Valley and you guess where it is. So let me show you that photo. Take a good look. Have you ever been here? You'll have a little time to think about it. We're going to reveal this location at the end of our broadcast. I'll give you a small little hint before we get there, so stay tuned for that. Coming up next on your morning news, it's International Walk to School Day today. NBC Palm Springs' Alondra Campos is live in studio to break down the nationwide tradition. That's next. Then a little bit later on, Wellness Wednesday. Starkey Sowers introduces us to a skincare line with an incredible story. We can't wait to share it with you. Let's head outside. Here's a live look from our Agua Caliente casino camera in Rancho Mirage. Pablo Alcina will break down your full 7-day forecast for you straight ahead. Stay right here.
committed to covering our community. You're watching NBC Palm Springs at 6.
Well, today, thousands of students across the world, including here in the Coachella Valley, are lacing up their sneakers and walking to school as part of International Walk to School Day. Our NBC Palm Springs' Alondra Campos is live in studio to tell us more about this yearly tradition. Alondra?
That's right, Mary. School districts around the valley are partaking in this international event, including 11 schools within the Palm Springs Unified School District, all with the goal of promoting healthier habits, safer streets, and stronger community ties. Joining me today is PSUSD Public Information Officer Joan Boyko. Good morning, and thank you for being here.
Good morning. Happy to be here.
Thank you. So, Joan, first tell us what the significance of this event is all about.
International Walk to School Day has been going on for quite a few years. We've been in Palm Springs Unified participating for many years as well. This year we have a record number of schools participating with 11, including 2 middle schools for the first time. And it's a very significant day because it encourages safe routes to school. It encourages family participation and getting everybody out. And it also is really good for the environment because it cuts down on the cars.
Well, there we go. And so we know that this year, well, every day kids walk to school, right? But particularly today, nearly 500 kids or more will walk to school. So, you know, it's of the utmost importance for drivers to share the route.
Yes, and we work with our public safety officials, our law enforcement officials in all of the cities that we serve to make sure that all of the kids and their families are safe walking to school today.
And so, you know, it's also such a great opportunity to bring families and, you know, community members together. Perhaps some parents, this is the first or one of the only times that they can walk with their kids to school, right? Tell me more about that.
That's right. And also most of our schools will have, they have a meeting place, and then they do, you know, it's not a long walk to school, but it's a community walk. But usually they'll start with, at the site, you know, they might do some exercises, they'll do announcements, they'll have giveaways, and just to get the spirit up and get everybody excited about the event.
That's amazing. And so tell me a little bit about when, or sorry, not when, but where these walks will take place.
So I believe all of our Desert Hot Springs elementary schools are participating. And then in Palm Springs, we have Cielo Vista Charter, we have Raymond Cree Middle School, and we also have several of our Cathedral City elementary schools and James Workman Middle School. So, and Della Lindley and Thousand Palms. So really throughout the district.
Wow, and we have a range of age groups among this, right? And so throughout the years, can you just describe me what the environment is? It's early in the morning. You got parents, you have guardians, you have school staff members as well with the kids. What is the environment like?
It's very upbeat. Everybody's really excited. The police chiefs usually stop by at one of the sites. The mayors come by. And like I said, nutrition services will be out there with smoothie bike at 1 or 2 of the sites. So it's really fun, very upbeat, very full of spirit, and we encourage everybody to participate. And we encourage kids to walk or bike to school more often. Just make sure you don't do it alone. We want them to be in at least pairs.
That's amazing. Well, thank you so much, Joan. And I'll be heading out there later this morning and talking with families and school staff as they walk together during this international event. So make sure to tune into our 11 a.m. newscast for more details. Toss it back to you, Mary.
All right, Alondra, thank you so much. Well, if you'd like more information on the stories we're airing this morning in our broadcast, you can go to our new website on NBCPalmSprings.com. You're going to find our top stories and breaking news right there on our homepage. And we've got a wonderful feature. It's our newsroom tab. All of our community events and stories are organized by date. Let's head back over to Pablo in the Weather Center for a look at what's ahead in your forecast. Hi, Pablo.
Nice day to walk to school since the temperatures are going down, but still hotter than normal. I'll have that and a lot more coming up next on NBC Palm Springs. I am Pablo Alsina. Look at this beautiful shot from Agua Caliente in Rancho Mirage. But if I move, yeah, that's the moon right there. Looks like a square, but it's not a square. And it's actually still almost looking full because it's that harvest super moon. It's just been absolutely beautiful. So hopefully put the phones down at night and go out and look at the moon. And you can still see it today. Just a beautiful, beautiful day. Absolutely no clouds. Still hotter than normal, usually 94 degrees this time of year. 98 degrees the high for today, but nowhere near the record high of last year, 113 on today's date. So yeah, I can get used to 98, 113. Woo, that's a little bit too spicy for me. As for the winds, they're not going to move my hair at all. Today, very calm winds, even in Big Bear City, just 5-mile-per-hour gusts. In Palm Springs, just 4. Idlewild, around 5 miles an hour, the wind gusts. The current temperatures in the whole Southwest. Look at LA, where I came from, 63 degrees. In Palm Springs, just 72 right now. Again, just a beautiful, beautiful day to go outside, get some exercise in, with the temperatures finally coming down in our area. And as we see here, Big Bear City already at just 30 degrees. Love that. Banning at 62, 29 Palms coming in at 57, Yucca Valley at 63 degrees. Those are temperatures right now, but of course, they're going to start going up as the day goes on, with a peak high around 1 p.m., 2 p.m. when it's going to be the hottest. If we look at the radar, you're going to see no clouds at all, nothing moving today towards us at all, but that's going to change as the week goes on. High temperatures for today, 97 degrees in Palm Springs. Idlewild at 77. So like I said, the temperatures had gone down 2 days ago. They went back up again, but the rest of the week they're going to start going down, especially with the clouds coming in on Thursday and Friday. Palm Desert expects a high of 97 degrees. Low temperatures for tonight, Palm Springs just 73, Banning at 58. Let's look at our 7-day comfort air forecast. This is what I mentioned, Thursday and Friday. Thursday around a 20% chance of rain, very little precipitation. And on Friday, a bit more, 50% chance of rain. But again, both days total in our area, maybe a 1/4 inch of rain. Friday for that Firebirds opener, I will be there. I can't wait. There might be a little rain in the sky. I'm Pablo Alsina. Make sure to follow me on Instagram. Write me a message, and I promise I'll follow you back. More NBC Palm Springs coming up.
Wellness Wednesday is sponsored by Clark's Nutrition Natural Foods Market. Live better, we can help.
We love love sharing stories about companies that are making a difference, especially when it comes to health and wellness. Today, we're talking about Sea Shine, a small batch organic brand with a really unique story behind how it was developed. Joining us to explain why this company stands out and what makes its product so special is Starkey Sowers from Clark's Nutrition.
Yeah.
Starkey, this is so cool.
No,
Tell me
I
how
got
this...
ignited with this line.
Yeah, I
mean,
hear
it's like,
that.
boom,
I
right?
love
just got
it.
so thrilled.
I love it.
Yeah.
So tell me how this was developed.
Well, here's the fun part. So Dawn Marie, the owner of the company, basically in the health food business all her life, 5 years old, grandmother had health food stores, things of that nature in Dallas area. So then she goes on, buys her own health food store, and she gets it running well. She decides, you know, this is running so well, I'm going to be a broker. So she brokered different types of products. So for one of the things that she actually did is different essential oil companies, right? And she did Pranarum, which we've had here multiple times. It's amazing stuff, right?
Yes.
So anyway, she's got it going. Life's going great. She goes, you know, she's on her broker moment, goes through an airport, meets her husband.
Really?
Right, gets married.
Wow.
Okay, so then they decide, you know what? Let's sell it all. Sell it all and let's go on a boat and live in the Caribbean for 2 years.
I was reading a little something about this and like, boy, this woman is
Right?
gutsy.
She's
Yeah,
like
I love
crazy,
it.
right?
Yeah.
So then she takes with her all different types of base oils, you know, like the jojoba and stuff like that. And she grabs a bunch of essential oils from Pranarum. She starts formulating skin formulas, of course, while she's out there exposed to all the elements. Right.
Wow.
So she comes up with this formula, and then they decide, let's find a place where we can manufacture the end in Guatemala.
Wow.
Right?
That's
Crazy.
incredible.
It's like a fun story.
What a story.
Yeah. So what's nice about it is this. It's pretty simple. So it is a skincare line. So it's designed to nourish and care for the skin, aging skin, things of that nature, right? So simple. Cleanse, obviously. The other thing is hydrate. So she has a misting hydrate.
Is this, in terms of the
fun stuff.
cleanser, is this an oil cleanser?
So by the way, this is a tiny one, and yes, it is an oil cleanser.
I like cleansers like that because oil takes out
Makeups,
oil, right? So it
yes.
takes all my makeup off. So that's
Right.
great. Good
It's
to
an
know.
oil cleanser, really cool.
And this is the facial mist?
So that's the mist. Okay, this is
This
amazing.
has aloe vera and witch hazel.
So witch
hazel
hazel
tightens the pores?
Tightens the pores. The other thing that's nice about this, too,
Can
it
I spray?
has helichrysum in it and frankincense, which renews the skin and gets rid of inflammation.
That smells
Isn't that amazing? Yeah.
Wow, that's great.
So after the hydrate, then the other idea is to nourish. So this is a nourishing oil just to kind of nourish back. By the way, this is designed for all skin types. Okay, so then the other idea also is to repair.
That's so important as we get older because I was just talking about a former marketing executive for all these big box brand skincare companies. And she was telling me they literally put, if it says it's an avocado lotion or face cream, they put a drop in.
Bingo.
Because they don't want people to have an allergic reaction. So they put as least amount possible
tiny
in.
amounts.
Yeah, tiny amount.
One of my buddies used to work at a cosmetic manufacturing facility. I used to go in and hang out with them and watch what they did. I was like going, are you kidding me? You're charging $1,000 for this stuff?
No,
It's like
she
insane.
said she got hundreds of products and wouldn't touch any of them because she knew what was in them. So
well, that's the cool part about this. All the ingredients are listed in appropriate dosages and things of that nature.
That's great.
So they have a vitamin C, clinical proven, as well as a retinol formula. But then some nice, unique products. Okay, they end up with a couple different ones. This particular one's a scalp treatment for thinning hair.
Nice.
They also have a massage oil, and they also have like an eye treatment as well too. For
That's lovely.
So it's simple, it's clean,
Yeah,
it works for
I
all
love
skin
it.
types. Yeah, nice
Starkey,
stuff.
thank you
Yeah.
for always introducing us to such wonderful products. We
fun
would
company.
never know unless you talked about it. And the backstories are always the best.
Yeah, they are the best, aren't they?
Right.
Yeah, it makes me attached.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back.
Now, this is NBC Palm Springs.
Welcome back on this Wednesday, October 8th. I'm Mary Strong. Thanks so much for waking up with us this morning. Weatherman Pablo Alsina will have your AccuWeather forecast coming up in just a few minutes for you. But first, a look at some of the stories making headlines at this hour. Well, it's a big weekend here in the Valley. We've got the Firebirds home opener on Friday night, and one of the most impactful events in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, Paint El Paseo Pink on Saturday. The Desert Cancer Foundation's 19th annual Paint El Paseo Pink Walk is taking to the streets this Saturday, October 11th. Thousands will walk El Paseo to raise money for the fight against cancer. The event also brings the community together to support Valley residents who are battling the disease. Online registration has ended, but if you want to register, you can head to Hotel Paseo. Registration opens in person today at 10 o'clock this morning. The last day to register will be on Friday. You can also pick up your T-shirt there. Tomorrow morning, we sit down with El Paseo's Pink's chair. Her name is Alyssa Goldberg to talk more about the annual Valley tradition and how you can get involved, so don't miss that. Well, the Mary Pickford Theater in Cathedral City is teaming up with Loving All Animals and the Palm Springs Animal Shelter for a special screening event tomorrow night. The theater will hold a special screening of Roxy and the Man with a cast and crew Q&A, say that 5 times fast, at the very end. It's scheduled for Thursday at 5 o'clock. Tickets are $45 and includes a drink and some food. You'll also be able to support Loving All Animals and the Palm Springs Animal Shelter with your donation. Well, this weekend, lots of food trucks and vendors will descend on the shops at Palm Desert for the 5th annual Yum Food Fest. It's scheduled for Saturday and Sunday at the mall. Doors will be opening from 3 in the afternoon till 10 at night. There will be local artists, live music, kids zones, and a full bar. Tickets are just $5 online, but $8 at the door. In other news, the Human Rights Campaign of Palm Springs is honoring the Transgender Health and Wellness Center and the City of Palm Springs. The center will be honored with the HRC Community Impact Award. The city will receive the Community Leadership Award. There will be an HRC Palm Springs Garden Party on Saturday, November 8th, if you'd like to attend. The City of Palm Springs is being recognized for sustained measurable leadership in LGBTQ+ equality. The center is being recognized for providing affirming care and youth support across the Coachella Valley. If you'd like to purchase tickets for the event, you can go to hrc.org/PS Garden Party. We're going to head outside. Here's our Walter Clark Highway 111 camera in Rancho Mirage. Wow, look at that gorgeous sunrise. Pablo's in the Weather Center with a look at your forecast for today.
So beautiful, and the visibility perfectly clear. I just moved to Palm Springs 3 days ago, and I'm like, everything looks like a movie set. It looks so fake, just so clear. The sky is so perfect. I'm used to LA smog and just cloudy and just not the same. So really loving life in Palm Springs. And if we look outside, how can you not love 72 degrees in the morning? Just perfect, gorgeous weather to be walking outside. 0 inches of rain today. You're not going to see any clouds at all until Thursday. Just gorgeous. Looking at the hourly temps at 7 a.m., around 70 degrees. It's going to start heating up to around 95 degrees being the peak high in the Palm Springs area. And also all the way around, you're going to see it start going down. But at 11 p.m., still around 80 degrees. So you see the dew points as well. The high temperatures for today, definitely lots of numbers. High in the area of 98 degrees in Rancho Mirage. Thermal also at 98. Banning at 86 degrees. I wonder if when you're at home and I mentioned the area you're in, do you cheer? Because I can't mention all of them. But when I do, you should say, yes, go Pablo. He mentioned Idlewild, and I'm from Idlewild. So hopefully we can play that little bingo game. Our 3-day comfort air forecast, you see Wednesday clear and 97 degrees. Then the temperatures will start going down because the clouds are coming in, bringing some precipitation. On Thursday, around a 20% chance of rain. And on Friday, for that Firebirds, around a 50% chance of slight rain. Hopefully not too much, so the Firebird fans can have a great time walking into the arena. I'm Pablo Alsina. I'll have a lot more coming up in the full weathercast.
It's It's time now for Your Health Today, brought to you by Inland Empire Health Plan. Today, Foster Poultry Farms LLC has announced a recall of nearly 4 million pounds of chicken corn dog products. The Department of Agriculture says the products might be contaminated with foreign materials, specifically pieces of wood in the batter. The corn dogs were sold nationwide, including to the Department of Defense and USDA Commodity Foods donations. Officials say the California company received several complaints, at least 5 of which included customer injuries. Anyone with these products should return them to the place of purchase for a full refund, and more information is available on the USDA's website. Most private insurers and Medicaid will cover COVID vaccines recommended by the CDC's Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices at no cost through next year. But the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has added an extra hurdle to get the shot. The CDC adopted its vaccine advisors' vote to shift away from a broad recommendation for COVID-19 immunization. And now people who want the shot must now consult with a healthcare provider first. But a prescription is not necessarily needed.
And now the Agua Caliente Entertainment Report, brought to you by Agua Caliente Casinos.
Well, the new romantic comedy Maintenance Required premieres today on Amazon Prime Video. Manny, the movie guy, takes us behind the scenes.
You know, it's nice having someone I can be totally open with.
A big congrats on Maintenance Required. It's sweet and charming and funny. I enjoyed it.
Thank you so much. Even if it means we remain perfect strangers.
Let's begin with you, Miss Madeleine. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you again.
Just talked to you for The Strangers Chapter 2, and now we're here. And let me tell you, it's nice to see you not being chased by masked intruders.
I agree. No blood.
Somebody else, huh?
I'm being chased by something even scarier, a man. You know our rules. No names, no photos, just cars. Sorry.
Well, obviously they're enemies in real life, but lovers online. So we're just trying to walk that path the whole way through. Mads is just so incredible to work with. Her handprints are all over this thing, and she's just so incredible at what she does and the energy and commitment that she brings to this film and role. I mean, it speaks for itself in the movie.
Here, Miller boy. I bet you thought you could just waltz in here and take over O'Malley's because a bunch of girls don't know the first thing about fixing cars. Am I right?
That's not fair.
You know what? The film, when I was watching the movie, the film is a you've got mail, the shop around the corner vibe. Yeah. Madeleine?
Yeah. I mean, there's actually a scene in this movie behind you, the date scene, that is blocked very similarly and intentionally so to the shop around the corner.
You made me believe you really know how to fix cars. You're very fierce changing those tires.
She did that in real time. Like, she's like as fast as anything, man, when she was taking off those tires. Very impressive.
It's real. It was all real.
Yeah.
Wow. You're amazing. You're hired.
Thank you. Anytime you need your car fixed, come over here. I hope that they get that like warm, fuzzy feeling inside that you get when you watch like a really great rom-com that you feel connected to. I think it'd be nice to like have people walk away with happiness and hope.
A big congrats on Maintenance Required again. Everyone must rev up their engine for the film.
Thank you. Nice to see you.
Do you know what a wrench is?
I Googled it. I do know now.
Well, thanks to Manny for that sneak peek. And it's time to hand things over to our desert entertainment contributor, Todd Makovsky, who's here to tell us about something special coming to the Palm Springs Cultural Center. Todd?
Do you like jazz? Well, my guest today is one of my favorite jazz singers in the entire Coachella Valley. She has a gig on Tuesday nights at the VIP Lounge at Palm Springs Cultural Center. Melba Miller, welcome to the show.
Hi, Todd. It's so good to be here.
It is great to have you. And I am serious, you are one of my favorite jazz singers.
Oh, that's just what warms my heart, the cockles of my heart, wherever those things are.
Those cockles.
I'm telling you.
So tell me about it's called Jazz Oasis.
It's my jazz oasis, and it's a haven. That was my thinking about it. You know, we are so fortunate in this valley to have so many musical venues. I mean, it spans everybody's taste. You can hear anything you want. But jazz You know, you've got the bands, you've got the sound. Most of those places, the few that there are, also have a lot of other things going on. And Jazz Oasis is a haven from all of that. We don't have sports TV. We have a little bar. It's a fabulous place. About 3 years ago is when I discovered it. It's a listening room, essentially.
Yes. And you have live musicians and rotating musicians every week.
Some of them rotate,
Yeah.
some of them are just the band. And yeah, we do something different every single week.
A very intimate setting. It's upstairs.
It's the second floor. There's an elevator.
Even better.
Yeah, even better. And it's the VIP lounge. It's small. It's, like I said, it's a listening room. We have our own bar, and they're small plates, so you know you're not going to be hungry.
Okay.
But it's nothing is clattering, nothing is getting in the way of the fantastic music that we produce.
People buy tickets ahead of time?
They can buy tickets ahead of time on Eventbrite.
Okay. Melba Miller, I was serious. I'm a huge fan of yours. I just love your voice. I love your style. And it's always a pleasure to see you.
It's so much fun. It's so much fun. And, you know, it's the music that runs through my veins.
Yes,
so.
and I can tell, absolutely. Thank you so much for being on the show. I look forward to seeing you on Tuesday nights.
Tuesdays,
at the Cultural Center.
5:30 to 7:30. Doors open at 5. No cover. Well, there is a cover, but no minimum.
No minimum, okay.
No minimum.
Yes. To hear more of my interview with Melba Miller, go to NBCPalmSprings.com, Desert Entertainment with Todd. I'll see you next week.
Well, earlier we showed you a photo of a location somewhere in the Coachella Valley, and I told you I'd show you the photo again and give you one more hint before we reveal the location at the end of our broadcast. So here's the hint. This farm is owned by a local tribe. Think about that. We'll tell you more about this special location coming up a little bit later on in our broadcast. Next, we're going to sit down with the Vice President of Hockey Operations at Acrisure Arena and the Firebirds. Troy Bodie is here to talk about the upcoming Firebird season. They hit the ice for the first time this season on Friday. But first, we're going to head back outside. This is a live look from your Agua Caliente casino camera in Rancho Mirage. The moon's still out this morning. Pablo's going to have your full 7-day forecast for you straight ahead.
I am Pablo Alcina, and look how beautiful the sunrise is. But did you see the moon last night? And you can actually still see it right now. Look at this. Look at that beautiful harvest supermoon. Still looks almost completely full. Just simply gorgeous. Perfect visibility all day today. Make sure to go outside at night and see it around 6, 7 p.m. 8 p.m. when it starts going up, going down. It looks so big and beautiful, that moon, and without any cloud coverage, just simply gorgeous. Let's look at the temperatures right now. 98 degrees, which is 4 degrees higher than normal. Nowhere near the record of last year, 113 degrees on this date. But I still love pointing this out. In 1932, on this date, it was 38 degrees. Big difference, right? 113 one year, 38 the other year. Look at the winds. Very calm winds, around 4 miles an hour in Whitewater, Big Bear City at 5. No winds at all. So if you go golfing, you can't blame it on the winds today. You have to stick it on the green. Now we'll look at the current temperatures in the southwest. San Diego at 66 degrees. I love Palm Springs. Gotta say though, I love me some San Diego. I've always lived close to an ocean. This is the furthest I've ever lived from the ocean, but I'm really liking living here in this area. I'm loving the desert. Lake Havasu City at 62 degrees, but in our area, right now, Desert Hot Springs at 74, Big Bear City a cool 50 degrees, and in the Palm Springs area, 72 degrees right now. But of course, that's all going to start heating up. Looking at the radar, no cloud movement at all, perfectly clear. On Thursday, the clouds will start coming in. High temperatures for today, we're going to reach 96 degrees in Thousand Palms, Palm Desert at 97, Idlewild with that beautiful 77 degrees, like seeing 7-7 together. That's the year I was born, also the year Star Wars came out. Little film fact, Idlewild with the low temperatures of 57 tonight, lows of 69 in Palm Desert, Joshua Tree at 60 degrees. I can't wait to go hiking in Joshua Tree, especially when the temperatures keep going down. 7-day forecast brought to you by Comfort Air. There's the rain I mentioned on Thursday and on Friday, with a 50% chance of rain on Friday. Not normal, usually only 3% chance that it ever rains between March and November in the dry season. So it's not normal, but hey, it's my first week. I wanted some blessings from the sky. Pablo Alcina, more NBC Palm Springs coming up.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven,
You're
eight,
good?
nine.
Okay. Well, it's a big weekend at Acrisure Arena. Your Coachella Valley Firebirds are hitting the ice for their home opener on Friday. Here to talk more about that is Troy Bodie. Welcome, Troy. How are you?
I'm well, thanks.
This upcoming season, tell us what fans can expect.
Yeah, we've got a good young team this year. A lot of our crack and draft picks are coming in. They're good young players. It's going to be a competitive team, and no, we're excited to get going here on Friday.
So you have the youngest team in the league, right? You had back-to-back Calder Club play. You went to the Calder Club playoffs back-to-back. What is the expectation for this year?
Yeah, you know, we expect a lot of these young kids to come in and really take the offense and really drive our team. We've got some second and third year players coming back who have had good training camps and are ready to go. But you know, we expect to have another competitive team and make a run at the playoffs and the Cup again. So.
That's great. Any stars we should look out for specifically?
Well, we've got our returning stars in John Hayden and Gustav Olofsson, some of our mainstays there. We got Nikkei Coco in the nets, who is you know, our starting goalie. Oscar Molgaard, a good young rookie out of the Swedish Hockey League, and then Tyson Jugnoth, another good talented defenseman. So.
And there's lots of stuff going on for fans. You've made some big changes, right? So I think last season you really took in some fan feedback. A lot of them were from families saying we need a little lower prices for parking and food. What are some of those changes that you've made for folks to come back this year?
Yeah, well, we really wanted to listen to our fans. You know, if we prepay parking, it's $20. We've got food offerings in the arena. You know, we've got Turntable Grill, which is a new food offering in there as well. A lot of good things happening at the arena. It's going to be a lot of fun. And
there's some new packages as well to make it a little bit more family friendly, because, you know, I know when I went to games last year, I mean, that could be a bit of an expensive night if it took the whole family. So we were like, okay, maybe a couple of us can head over there. Those packages, are they helpful for people?
They're certainly helpful. I mean, if you go in the arena, we have food offerings every single night. You know, there's specials all around the arena. We're going to have pop-ups for restaurants coming in as well. So there'll be lots for fans.
So opening game is Friday night against the San Diego Gulls. Puck drop is at 7, so you changed the time of the game as well this year.
Yeah, we've changed some times. You know, we've gone a little earlier during the weekdays, a little easier for people to get in, get home to bed. You know, anyone with young kids, it's a lot easier. But the start times are a little bit different, but it'll be same game on the ice.
That's so great. And then tonight, there's a special event, Burgers and Beers. Do you know where that's located?
I believe that's in the Rancho Mirage location. Yeah, they've been great sponsors of ours. So.
Oh, that's fabulous. And then there's a party at the Acrisure Plaza tomorrow night as well. So folks can come out and start to gear up for the big game. And where can folks get tickets?
Yeah, you go to cvfirebirds.com. We've got plenty of good tickets, and it'll be a good show on Friday.
Awesome. Troy, thank you so much for being here, and good luck on Friday and for the upcoming season.
Yes, thank you.
And we'll be right back. Well, it's time to reveal our special location for our broadcast. Did you guess where this is? This is the Tem Alpac Farm in Coachella. It's run by the Augustine Band of Cahuilla Indians and strives to create a sustainable lifestyle for the residents of the Coachella Valley. You can swing by their site market. It's open Mondays through Saturdays off Roberta Way. So beautiful. Speaking of beautiful, our weather lately, I mean, honestly, it's been so wonderful.
Beautiful, and the clear skies is what's really driving me like insane, like how beautiful this place is.
It's so pretty.
Look at the moon right now. Visibility,
Wow.
It looks like a movie set. It looks so fake. It's gorgeous.
That's wonderful. And then we've got a little bit of rain, maybe Thursday, Friday then.
Yes, on Friday a 50% chance of rain, around 20% chance of rain on Thursday. But then look at the temperatures dropping down the rest of the week.
Ooh, love that. Can't beat it. Well, thanks for joining us this morning. We're going to have more news coming your way at 11 for your midday news, and we hope you go out and make it a great day today.